Hey, Matt Cardona, how you guys doing?
For over 20 years, John Cena owned every microphone he touched in WWE. When his music played, you knew the crowd would go wild, and some poor soul was about to get verbally destroyed. Cena wasn't just likable, smart, or clever. He was the knockout punch. Plain and simple. His insults were brutal, his timing was perfect, and he wasn't afraid of anyone. Love him or hate him, you could not escape him, and the unfortunate opponents who thought they could trash talk him didn't stand a chance. The cool thing is that today's list isn't the same worn-out stuff you have seen 1,000 times. No basic lines or predictable moments. These are moments that will make you say, oh my God, did he actually say that? Even the big names and rising stars had zero idea what was coming. Just remember, it's all part of the fun of wrestling. All right, let's get right to it. Here are 10 opponents John Cena roasted on the mic so bad you won't forget it. The Rock. On the February 27, 2012 episode of Raw, things got very real. John Cena and The Rock finally came face to face, and you could feel the heat between them after all those years of verbal jabs about The Rock ditching WWE for Hollywood. So when The Rock came out to speak, fans and Cena noticed weird marks on his wrist that looked like promo notes. Cena came out and started bashing him, saying,
"This is too much fun. I was not gonna miss this."
Then he took off his wristbands and joked, "I'll tell you something, Jack.
I don't need words like respect and loyalty to trend worldwide.
Just like I don't need my notes for my
Promo on my wrist."
Nice tattoo. The crowd erupted when The Rock froze, looking mad, embarrassed, and taken aback. He lost his cool on the mic for a second, stammering. Cena left the ring with people both booing and cheering. The moment literally cranked up their beef and set the stage for their once-in-a-lifetime match at WrestleMania 28. Roman Reigns. In late August 2017, things were super heated between John Cena and Roman Reigns. It all went down at a contract signing on Raw, ahead of their upcoming pay-per-view match. Cena just went off on Reigns with this intense promo with some harsh truths that even critics called it relentless. Reigns even messed up pausing in the middle of his line, and Cena jumped on it. He called out the mistake and even joked,
"And if you want to be the big dog, you're going to have to learn how to do it, so go ahead."
When Reigns tried to fire back, Cena shut him down hard, saying,
"I'm still here because you can't do your job."
Reigns seemed shaken, like he wasn't ready for what happened, and the crowd was just quiet and shocked. Lots of folks thought Cena won that round big time. Reviewers and fans saw the whole thing as a lesson in giving a promo, a sign that maybe Reigns wasn't ready to be the main star just yet. Logan Paul. At the WWE SmackDown show in Dublin on August 22, 2025, John Cena really went after Logan in front of thousands of Irish fans. Fans booed Paul and chanted some rude stuff, while Cena got a huge pop. Paul, feeling the pressure, tried to defend his place, but Cena didn't let him off easy. Cena got mad, saying that WWE accepted Paul, but Paul is just using them to build his brand. He sneered. Logan Paul is not an outsider.
Logan Paul is a parasite.
That really hit hard. Fans started chanting "Parasite," and Cena even wrecked Logan's prime drink set up by the ring, which seemed to hurt. Paul left looking shaken, and the crowd was buzzing, which added high stakes to their upcoming match at Clash in Paris. One thing was super clear by the end, that when John Cena decides to cook on the mic, nobody's safe. CM Punk. The June 20th, 2025 SmackDown wrapped up with CM Punk laid out on a broken table. The arena was silent as Cena grabbed the mic. Punk was out cold after an attitude adjustment, and Cena took advantage of the moment. He sat on the turnbuckle and dropped a nasty reverse pipe bomb, using Punk's old trick against him. Cena went off, saying lines like,
"And you're not against TKO, dude. You are Mr. TKO."
He accused Punk of trading his rebel spirit for corporate dollars, calling him a hypocrite.
"You're promo potato salad, pal.
A capitalist.
You're the best bullshitter in the world."
The crowd roared, with some cheering, some in shock. Punk just stayed down, not moving, looking defeated. When Cena finished, you could feel the tension. Punk's best-in-the-world image felt weak, like Cena had torn it apart and proved it false. Austin Theory. On the March 6, 2023 episode of Raw, John Cena had a face-off with Austin Theory, and Cena just ripped Theory's character apart. Theory came out acting all sure of himself, but Cena didn't waste any time saying,
"We don't care about you."
"Because we don't believe you. We don't believe you."
"Because you don't believe you."
The crowd went crazy because they knew it was true. Cena kept going, calling Theory
"You're a generic kid out here in fancy sneakers wearing sunglasses indoors,"
and made it clear that Theory had nothing in here while tapping his chest. The fans ate it up, obviously feeling that Theory was trying too hard and didn't come off as real. Even with the WWE backing him so hard, Theory's smile disappeared as he realized the crowd was on Cena's side. Get this though, Theory ended up beating Cena at WrestleMania 39. It just goes to show how willing Cena is to help even his biggest verbal targets look good in the ring. The Miz. The Miz had John Cena on Miz TV on February 28, 2017, SmackDown, and right away accused him of selling out to Hollywood. As soon as Cena got the mic, the whole vibe shifted. Cena tore down Miz's entire identity, listing all the gimmicks he had copied over the years, shouting, "You shorten your name.
Tried to bootleg The Rock's electricity.
You stole Chris Jericho's personality.
You stole Ric Flair's figure 4 leg lock.
Daniel Bryan's offense. And lately, you've been
Stealing what AJ Styles been saying."
The crowd cheered and gasped as Miz's usual swagger turned into clear annoyance. Maurice looked thrown off as tensions escalated and Nikki Bella charged in. What started as a regular segment became an all-out verbal beatdown, adding real heat to their WrestleMania mixed tag match and reminding everyone that when Cena goes on the attack with a mic, people get hurt badly. Randy Orton. On December 9th, 2013 on Raw, there was a segment called Championship Ascension, where John Cena just destroyed Randy Orton with words, with Cena holding the World Heavyweight Championship and Orton the WWE Championship, ahead of their TLC unification match. Cena went after Orton's whole career. He contrasted Orton with Daniel Bryan, who fought for everything he got. Cena really drove it home, saying Orton was selfish and that he had been handed success since the start. Then Cena unloaded with the line that shattered Orton's composure, and maybe, just maybe, if you hold on to this, you can finally walk around the rest of the superstars and say,
"Hey guys, look, I'm finally what I was supposed to be 10 years ago."
Orton's smirk had vanished, and the crowd booed Orton while cheering for Cena, as Cena positioned himself as the champion who bled for respect, while Orton rode nepotism. This segment did more than just get people hyped for the match. It changed the whole story of their fight to be about respect, how hard they work, and who really deserved to be the champ when they put the belts together at TLC. AJ Styles. When AJ Styles showed up in WWE, everyone wanted to see him fight John Cena. By early 2017, their rivalry had already produced Match of the Year contenders. But on January 24th, 2017, during SmackDown Live, Cena went for Styles' pride instead of just beating him in wrestling. Styles came out as WWE champion, about to tell Cena that things had changed. But Cena stopped him with some harsh words. He stared at Styles and said,
"Dude, you've been hot for like 6 months.
I held this place down for well over a decade.
Regardless of how good you think you are, you not on my level.
You ain't even on the level below me." The audience showed mixed reactions. Some were shocked, some cheered for Cena, and others booed because they couldn't believe it. Styles' confident smile disappeared for a second, and the insult clearly stung more than any wrestling move could. That moment really added pure heat in their match at the Royal Rumble. It changed their fight into a battle of who has been around longer against who is currently more popular right now. Cena made it obvious he wasn't ready to step aside. Dolph Ziggler. The 2012 New Year's Eve episode of Raw gave fans one of the craziest Cena interruptions ever. Dolph Ziggler, AJ Lee, Big E Langston were celebrating after Ziggler still had his Money in the Bank briefcase after his TLC's win. Then Cena's music played, and everything changed. Cena came out swinging, making fun of Ziggler. He said,
"First you were a caddy, then you were a cheerleader.
Blonde hair, brown hair.
Then you had a large girlfriend. Now you got a small girlfriend. Now you got a large man."
The crowd howled as Ziggler's cocky grin vanished. AJ was angry. Big E glared. And Cena wasn't letting up. Then it was total chaos. Cena offered a toast, only for a nasty brown sludge to fall all over Ziggler and AJ. The arena exploded with noise. Ziggler just stood there, totally humiliated, while Cena walked off grinning like he owned the place. Baron Corbin. On August 8, 2017, SmackDown. John Cena came out bummed after losing to Shinsuke Nakamura the previous week. However, before he could even say anything, Baron Corbin, Mr. Money in the Bank, barged in. Corbin made fun of Cena for being respectful to Nakamura and tried to act tough, saying, "I am the future, and I have no problem making you the past." Cena didn't even blink. He stepped forward and delivered the knockout blow.
"Skinny, fat, loud mouth, overrated dumpster fire."
The crowd instantly chanted, "Dumpster fire," while Corbin was clearly angry, tripping over Cena's words. He tried to recover by bragging about his MITB briefcase, but Daniel Bryan cut him off and announced Cena versus Corbin for SummerSlam. This was the start of Corbin's decline, which ended with his awful failed cash-in a week later. Cena literally torched his future with that roast. Marvelous verdict. What a wild ride through the verbal carnage left behind by the doctor of thugonomics himself, from exposing Rock's wrist notes to dismantling Roman Reigns in live promo school. These moments prove once again that nobody cooks a man on the mic quite like John Cena. His burns don't just hurt feelings. They change careers, storylines, and reminds the entire WWE universe why Cena is one of the best talkers to ever hold a microphone. Believe it or not, this list still leaves out some wicked gems. like that time he told Brock Lesnar to have a concussion, you need a brain, or when he buried Elias with a freestyle that had the arena going crazy. Now it's your turn. Which Cena burial lives in your head rent-free? Did we miss a savage moment that deserves the spotlight? If you love this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more marvelous wrestling deep dives.